In this video, we're going to walk through a practice problem that you've tried hopefully already. If not, pause and please give it a shot. So we basically have a matching game, and we're going to try to match each element listed below with the property that best describes it. So this is definitely a problem you need to have a periodic table to go to look at. So I'll walk through the solution pretty briefly. So looking at all of our different possible things here, we can see that we've got forms of +2 ion, -1 ion, noble gas, metallic luster, multiple charges, brittle and shiny, atomic number of 63. So I'm going to start with the most specific ones and I'm going to start with atomic number of 63 because that is like very straightforward. I'll go to the periodic table. I will look up the number 83 and see what element is there. And when I do that, I see it is bismuth. So bismuth, atomic number of 83. All right, the next one that seems really straightforward is the noble gas. So that's going to be one of my elements in my last group of my periodic table, so group 8. And so looking at those, I can see from all of these here, only one of them is a noble gas, and that is xenon. All right, so from there, I can start looking at charges. Let's do that one. So if something is going to form a -1 charge, it's going to be one of the halogen elements. So it's a nonmetal in the 7th group. And that's going to correspond to our chlorine atom. Now, things that can form a +2 charge, I'm actually going to come back to that one because both I think osmium and calcium can do that. I'm going to look at this one here. It says it's both brittle like a nonmetal and shiny like a metal. So that is taking a property that's nonmetal and a property that's metal, and it exists for the same element. That tells me that I'm looking at a metalloid, something that kind of has properties from both. And looking at my elements here, I only have one metalloid listed, and that is silicon. So I'll match silicon to that description of a metalloid. Oh, sorry, wrong one. There we go. Now I have forms a +2 ion left and has a metallic luster and forms multiple charges. Metallic luster means I'm going to have a metal, and the multiple charges indicates that it's probably a transition metal and not one of my main group metals in the first 2 rows. And so comparing my last two, I have osmium and calcium. Calcium is a main group element in the 2nd group, and osmium is a transition metal. So I'm going to match that osmium with the transition metal, leaving calcium to be my +2 ion. And it would, because it's in that 2nd group, form a +2 ion.